Hi everybody, I'm the Cussing chef. I'm actually the Cussing cook because I'm not a chef. I'm just doing this for fun and I really like doing it. But tonight is Russia night. Yes, good old Russia night. A couple years ago, I was on a princess cruise to, of course, the Baltic region from Copenhagen all the way back to Copenhagen. And we went to Russia for 2 days, St. Petersburg. What a beautiful town. It was amazing, gorgeous, from the Amber Room to Catherine's Palace to everything. And we took some private tours. Not that private, there was 12 people with us, but really nice and cheaper than the Princess Cruise tours. Sorry, Princess. But Princess was great. They did a really nice job. But tonight, because of all the great food we had in St. Petersburg, all the lunches were included, and it was really, really beautiful. People were so friendly, and I felt so at home. We even went to the Starbucks there. Anyway, so tonight is beef stroganoff, except I'm not using beef. I'm using fake beef. I'm using this stuff, which is the fake meat, the plant type based stuff. And I've been marinating this for half a day in Worcestershire sauce, red wine, and of course some spices. And I'm gonna also do some mushrooms because that's what part of the beef stroganoff is all about. And then have onions, garlic, and I had leftover jalapenos, and so I thought, oh, what the heck, I might as well use them right. So that's what we're doing. And I've already cooked the pasta, and they're the big, like curly noodles. I'll show you that in a second. Where are they? Well, they're over there. I'll get it to you later. And so the whole thing is fun, and how easy it is to put this together in about 30 minutes or less. And of course, I've been chopping up a little bit during the day. So I'm gonna start to saute the mushrooms and the onions, and then I'll get right back to you. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so the mushrooms were sauteing for about a half a day too in white wine, pepper, salt, a few other spices, including garlic powder. And that's on the oven right now. So there's the oven, and that's what is going on over there. So anyway, as that continues to simmer, I'm putting it on medium, and then I'll get into the onions, jalapenos, and also celery in here too. So just wanted to add a few things together just to make it fun and delicious, I hope. And then I'm going to throw in the celery, the onions, and the jalapenos, and the garlic here in just a few minutes. In the meantime, if you have a chance to go to Russia, make sure you do. Great place, great country, and not that I'm promoting Russia, trust me, I'm not, but very historic, and the guides there were amazing, told us all about everything from the Tsars to the 1917 revolution to the end of Stalin and communism, and a beautiful city. Of course, St. Petersburg used to be Leningrad for a long time under the communists, and now, of course, it's back to St. Petersburg. So, very interesting place, beautiful town, spotlessly clean, thoroughly enjoyed it. So, anyway, let me get back, do some stirring, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, they're doing just fine, a little slower than I expected, but that's okay, I'm in no hurry. And I'm gonna get out the sour cream, and what else am I gonna get out? Anyway, I'll figure it out, and I'll be with you again in a minute. Okay, so I just added the onions, the celery, the jalapenos, the garlic into the mushroom mixture. And of course that has been simmering all day too. Or not simmering, but marinating in a bunch of really good stuff. So it brings out really the flavor. I'll just cook it down until some of the liquids are kind of gone. And that way they can kind of all marinate together. And so when that happens, at that point then, I will start cooking the fake meat that's been marinating all day in Worcestershire and a bunch of other good stuff. I'll add a few things to it, like some ragu and mustard. And I like putting soy sauce in a few things too, so that'll go in as well. And maybe some white wine, and of course salt and pepper. And then I'm also going to use some organic chicken broth, which is always a good thing to add because you're supposed to anyway in the recipe. Now, where did I get the recipe? Actually, it's online. It's real easy to look at. When I looked on it today, there was 3 different recipes. One was Betty Crocker, one was something else, one was something else. I don't remember the other two. And I decided to use the Betty Crocker one because that looks like the easiest, so that's what I did. So let me go back and check, and I'll be with you in a minute. Okay, so the onions are getting softer, so is the celery, and so the next step is to let them get completely cooked down. There's a lot of liquid in there right now, and then after that, add the fake meat, which has been marinating, as I keep saying, and then I'll do the sour cream, some pre-arranged chicken broth, bring everything together. You know, and I've seen pictures of it where you have my newest bowl, where you have the noodles there and then you put the sauce stuff on top, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to mix it all together. I think it's just easier that way. And of course, that's the whole point of this, fun and easy. So that's what I'm doing. So we'll be with you in a minute. I'm going to go do some stirring, and I will be right back. So the liquid isn't going away as quickly as I thought. I'll show it to you here in just a second. And you will see, but I don't want all that liquid to go to waste. So I'm just going to blend that in with the pasta. And I think that'll be just fine. Again, it's what's easy, simple, makes sense, and of course, tasty. That's the key. And of course, it should be very tasty. Why? Because I'm doing it and I'm totally inexperienced, but it's fun this way. Back in a minute. Okay, I just mixed everything in with the noodles, and it really smells good. So I'm going to put the noodles back on the stove for low heat, and I'm going to put in some of the chicken broth, add the sour cream, a little bit of the sauce, some mustard, and cook them in, or the soy sauce. But right now I'm going to cook up the fake meat because that is the whole key to this. Back in a minute. Oh, and by the way, it smells really good. I can hardly wait to dig in. Also, I'm going to put in the bread right now. I have some, bread, brioche rolls. So I'm going to put those in, and I have a salad too that I made earlier today, and so that'll be the completion of the dinner. But of course, there's still time. Hold on. Hi everybody, I'm your Cussing chef, actually Cussing cook. So last time I was with you, we made spaghetti. Oh, it wasn't spaghetti, it was linguine, mushroom linguine. Got it from Trader. Tasty and delicious. Okay, all the ingredients have been added. I spilled a little bit, which I guess is what a cook does or chef does upon rare occasion. And all I have to do now is just stir it up a little bit and then serve it. So I gotta go check on the brioche roll. So I'll stir it, let it cook down a little bit. There's plenty of liquid, so that part looks just great. And we'll be back with you in a few minutes. Okay, so after looking at it, it looks really tasty, it looks really delicious, but I kind of think it would have been more presentable if you would have put the noodles there and then put the sauces on top. But, you know, it's kind of like spaghetti, so it'll be all like mixed together. So it looks really tasty. I'm going to let it cook down a little bit more. I've added some flour to thicken it up, and I'll be with you shortly. Okay, it's slowly thickening. I just turned up the heat a little bit more, so it should be presentable and ready to eat in, I don't know, 5, 6, 8 minutes, something like that. So in the meantime, I hope you're able to travel. Hope you're able to get out of the country or travel even within the United States. I've just done all 50 states, and I'm going to do some shows on some of the cuisine, some of the wonderful dishes from the places that I've been to. From Seattle to LA to New Orleans to the East Coast to Florida. Oh, Florida's got some great, great food. So anyway, oh, and last night I made a cake. Yes, I don't know, just kind of a vanilla cake. I didn't want to put any frosting on it, but other than that, it tastes really good. And you know what I did? I got a piece of cake today for lunch, and I put a Hershey's Kiss in the middle of it. Put it in the microwave for like 8-10 seconds, and oh my gosh, it just enhanced the whole flavor. Anyway, that's another story. So that's what's going on, and I'll be with you to show you the final product in just a minute. So dinner, I'm having some Coastal Cabernet from California, from the Central Coast, and I think that should go very well with the beef stroganoff. I don't know, maybe vodka sounds better, but probably not. Okay, after several sampling of the finished product, it tastes really good. I'm going to add maybe some hot sauce, because I like it, and a little bit more sour cream, and it's going to be absolutely perfect, very delicious. Not too bad you're not here to enjoy it. So, be back in a minute. So there it is. Thank you for joining me tonight. It looks very tasty and delicious, and with a glass of wine, should be absolutely spectacular. You can see the steam coming off of this. It smells like beef stroganoff, even though, of course, it's vegetarian. So you can combine a bunch of things, put things together relatively quickly, chop a few things up, whether it's from a bag or whether it's making it just like from the recipe says today. So enjoy your dinner, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.